Fuck Cimoooooooo.
What's going on, guys? It's Cimo, and this is a good deck profile because Las Vegas finally needed a top, and Mr. James Garcia here, you finally delivered us a top. How are you doing, my friend?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm awesome. So, what'd you play for the event?
I played True Draco Zoo.
So, why did you decide to go this route?
Because you can play going second.
Kind of important.
Die rolls are not your friend. I lost top 64, top 32, and top 16. I lost the die roll.
And you still won your top 64 and top 32.
Well, yeah, so I got halfway
obviously,
there.
yeah, obviously this has to do something.
Halfway there.
Cool, yeah. So you were telling me before, so you were playing Pure Zoo.
Yeah, so we tested Pure Zoo. We had a list we really liked. We played it for like a week straight.
Yeah.
And then, but we just couldn't, no matter how many different things we tried, we couldn't consistently take an edge in the mirror and just playing that. And I don't know, for anyone who's ever played that mirror match, you know how awful it is playing it for a week straight. And so just having to spend another day doing it, we didn't want to. So credit to Edception for the deck. It's his list.
Yep, this is Ed. This is Ed getting on the channel through James. So
yeah, you know, he sent the list to my friend, and we were like, let's play it.
Yeah.
You know, we played through a couple of revisions, and this was the final list, and we liked it. It's just the best.
And Ed topped, and Vince was on the bubble too, wasn't he?
Nah, Vince didn't make day 2.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Well, it's fine. Whatever. All right, let's get into the list.
All right, so we played the broken True Draco monster, which is Ignis.
Okay.
He's the best one because he lets you play going second. He searches your spells. That's all that matters. The Trident pop him. You search more spells. You get more summons.
Get more draws.
Everything's free.
Yeah.
And we played just 3 more because it's super heavy on the spells and traps because you want as many things as you can do on your opponent's or on your turn, which is more like your opponent's turn as well. So
it's just 3+1s. So
then we played the wind one because she's really good going first too. She lets you search your things because sometimes when you're going first, you open up all like True Draco cards, which are just not as good, and like 1 zoo card. So you can like make this, do all your zoo combos, and then make it. 1 masterpiece. You need 4 different ways to search them. If you draw them, you draw them. Every deck plays multiple outs. Every deck's sided for it. It's there if you need it. It's there if it goes off.
was the 1 enough?
1's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, I probably played the card maybe 5 times throughout the whole tournament.
Yeah.
Like it's
kind of just like the finisher of anything.
Yeah, if it goes out and your opponent kind of looks at it, and if they have an answer, they play it. If they don't, they just go to the next game.
Makes sense.
And then the Zeus. So these are all broken cards. These are not fun cards. You got to play them because they're just the best. So I played 2 Rat, 2 Ram, and a Whiptail. The thing with the Zeus, if you draw like a lot of Zeus, like your hands are just bad. Because your turns are limited to 1 play. You get to summon your 1 Zoo and then go. If you have a Barrage, it's a little different because then you get a second option. But that's your Zoo turn. And granted, you do a lot with those. It's not enough. You don't get to keep playing. So these, maybe like an extra Thoroughblade would have been nice. Or something, because there's like a rat combo where you have to summon rat, send Whiptail, and then Diagram, and it makes 2 rank 4s, and Trident.
And that way you get like a cycle.
Yeah,
the Thoroughblade.
Because I swear, every time I opened rat Diagram, Whiptail was in my hand as well, so it just didn't do anything.
Yeah. But you obviously want to minimize on the Zoos, because otherwise you're just breaking.
And then we played the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh!, Maxi.
It won the finals.
Yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah.
I think it should be back at 3.
It should be either at 3 or 0.
Well, if they're gonna let formats like this exist, then if you can just play it at 3, like, it's not like I'm drawing into live cards. If they can kill me, they can still kill me.
Yeah.
But it just prevents like opponents setting up unbreakable boards.
Sure.
Because when you're playing, all it is build board, break board, build board, break board, and eventually when someone breaks the cycle, you can't play through it.
Yep.
So spells, we played 3 Diagram.
Obviously.
Card's really good. Searches out all your stuff. Heritage lets you draw. Like I said, we're playing a lot of spells and traps. 3 Disciples, lets you Pot of Avarice, things back, draw more cards, good stuff. 3 Barrage, because summoning Zoos are good. We were playing Tankies, but when you draw Tanky later, it doesn't do anything. So this is all we played for the Zoo stuff. 2 Desires, because I like drawing cards. 2 Terraformings, because I like Diagram. And the best card we played was Desires. Or Demise. Demise is the best card.
Alright, so here's some logic, alright? So my Body is a Shield is an extender, right? And then Shuffle Reborn is an extender. What are the other extenders? Soul Charge, then Barrage, those are extenders, right? But they're all extenders that lose to the dimensional barrier. So I created the best extender. I raised my ceiling so high. It's absurd to think about it, but you know, I'm so next level. It's crazy. Like a card that prevents you from special summoning increases your ceiling.
So your first turn, your opponent will go off and they'll make all their zoo combos, and you'll spend your turn breaking it. And all of a sudden, so on turn 1, they'll play all their monsters out, and they'll set every single spell and trap card they have, bluffs, everything. It doesn't matter, everything's set. So on your turn, you get to interact with all your spells and traps, and you pretty much use all your cards to eliminate all theirs, and you're in this immediate top deck war for your second turn. And so the logic behind this is, what's a better card to draw than 3 cards?
It's true.
And when you draw like the dead things, like the zoos, you can just like set Ram. And then 2,000 is kind of a lot because of the next card we kind of played. We'll go into it.
Yeah, Ed was kind of joking that Demise makes this deck like Dimensional Barrier Turbo.
Yeah, that's the card I'm talking about. It's Dimensional Barrier. You just
I play 3 barrier. My deck is also known as Dimensional Barrier Turbo. All my cards draw cards, and if I just draw a barrier, it's GG.
So we play 3 return. It's the better of the trap cards, so that's why there's 3 of them. It lets you bring back your monsters. Zoo eventually has a problem killing big like a lot of monsters, and if you can just make enough big monsters, like I won a game. I remember that I opened 3 Ignis and a Dynamite and a card of Demise, which was unplayable just because I drew 1 spell and I was able to just chain and just put a bunch of monsters out and they couldn't attack over. 2 Apocalypse. There's lots of little fun tips or tricks you can do enough. Playing on your opponent's turn. That's why Monarchs were good.
So Ed was saying you wish you played 3 of this. Do you wish you played 3 of this?
Not at all.
Okay, just curious.
This one's it's a lot of spells and traps. Like sometimes drawing them, you just always want something to do on your turn when your opponent's gone first.
Sure.
So that's why there's just so many. There's so many of the names. You just need different names to do it. And you kind of just gotta hope you draw a good enough combination of everything, which on average you do. You will find enough to like interact. And then the best card in the deck is just Barrier. It doesn't matter if you're playing True Dracos, Zoo of any kind, you just win. I think it was like round 11. The last card's Skill Drain. Because
Your 4th dimensional
It's barrier number 4 /
permanent barrier.
permanent, yeah. There's not a lot of main deck like Twin Twisters and Cosmic Cyclones. And when they are, they're probably going to lose because they're not playing live cards, like good cards. So, game 1, I side this out a lot, especially going second.
Sure.
Because it just doesn't do anything right away. Still continuous.
Yeah, like literally, like if you establish that before Zoo has any removal, like they can't out it.
Yeah, but if you can resolve a barrier, like even after like Zoo's gone first and you kind of like start to cripple their board and it slows them down a turn and you get another turn, you get your normal summon back.
You got Demise again.
You can start demising stuff.
Yeah.
I think I was going over it in my head. I think they won. I think I only played 1 card of Demise like all day.
Really?
Yeah. So, and my opponent, we're like top decking and it's game 3 and I activated his Demise. He looked at me, he said, "Your deck is terrifying." He picked up his cards and he walked away. Like signed the slip and just walked. Like it was like round 5 or 6 or something.
That's hilarious.
And just because he knew I was kind of already ahead on board, and he just couldn't. And it was just the nail in the coffin. Let's do extra deck real quick.
Yeah, cool.
Get all these things out of the way.
Do you wish anything was different while you were picking it up, or do you feel like the main deck was perfect?
The main deck's great. Yeah. I mean, like I said, maybe 1 more zoo monster, just because sometimes, but
other than that, it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the time you're playing in draw, max, see, or bust. Like,
good thing you have 3 cards.
It doesn't matter how good your deck is going second.
Right. In
a format where going first is just the best. So we play 3 Dryden. It may not be necessary. This is probably the most necessary. You just make this, and then 3 Chalkonine. Because we got extra deck space to spare. We could play 2 of this easily, and you'd probably never notice all day. Your first combo, whatever, you use your first Chalkonine, make your thing. You shuffle back when you do your Emerald play, you do it before you Chalkonine, so you can't put this back. But your second one, like 100% of the time, just brings back Dryden, and you tie your Mortar back under it. And so like your turn 3, you just make double Dryden, and they can't do anything. So 2 Broadbulls. He's relevant early, And then we only play the 5 zoos, so it's not really doing anything else.
Yeah.
But
It's just there.
it's Broad Bull. It's still cool. 2 Tiger Mortars. I like this card way more than Broad Bull, but just get so many more interactions. 2 of the crappy ones. They're just there for names. This guy can win you games in time. I don't think it ever came up. I had an opponent try to, and then he like attacked, and I flipped barrier, and the game was over. And then just your rank 4s: Emerald, Tornado Dragon, Abyss Dweller.
Now, Ed said he wished he played a second Emerald.
I wish I played a second Emerald.
Yeah.
So when you're going first, there's a if you open rat diagram, like I said, there's like a sweet combo. You can make double rank 4 and a Trident.
Yeah.
And so the double rank 4 could be emeralds, but like 9 times out of 10, you just make this and the Trident, and you're still good. That's scary enough.
Yeah.
The fact that that cost me 2 cards, one of them replaced it. I got a Trapper spell or a monster, plus the Trapper spells that are 99% of the time in my hand. You just can't play through it.
And Diagram's still on board, so.
And Diagram.
Yeah, so they have to deal with that too.
That's
yeah.
good.
All right.
Slide deck's kind of wonky. I like it a lot just because like the way I'd play it. It's a 2 unending nightmare. It's good against all like the pures. I put it in going first. I like it against the true decks.
Yeah.
Just because it throws them off. If it's ever bad, it's still a continuous you can get rid of for your dudes. It's good. Slide this in every game going first.
Makes sense.
I won my top 64 match single-handedly.
It steals games.
Game 3, yeah. I went first game 3. I did something, made like a Trident. Had a face up like Heritage or something, 2 sets. One of them's the Order. He goes, draw for turn, the Twin Twisters, the 2 sets, and I was just like...
And it's like game.
And my friends would tell me, oh, it was like a Tanky and a Barrage in hand, and just was like, oh, okay, game's over. That was fun. Felt kind of bad, but card's not, it shouldn't be around. It's not a good thing. Quaking, it's kind of random, but it's really good at outing like the weird things. Round 11, I played against like the Fusion, the Invocation, the Crystal Wing, Unkillable Crystal Wing.
Yeah.
So I brought it in for that. It's the only time I ever brought it in.
That's good.
But there's too many weird decks, like, you know, let's say you ever had to play against like Senjus or something. Just something early, like just having like other little things. It's nice. Forbidden Apocrypha, this card is, it's average. You draw 2 of them, you feel really bad because it's not good right away because everyone's just going like the Ram play. You just chalk it in and you stop at Ram just to protect your board, protect the value of your board. And so like this is good once they've already got a second turn out of it. And you know they're starting to build their board more and you can kind of eliminate everything. So a lot of these cards are 1-ofs because drawing 2 is bad.
Makes sense.
Magic Deflector, this is the only card in the side deck I wish I played just 3 of. It's just the best card against all true, like true Draco.
It's like barrier for Dracos, basically.
It's barrier for that. It's actually really decent against pure.
That's true.
Because it breaks tankies, it breaks
Econ,
it breaks
Barrage.
Econ, it breaks Cosmic Cyclones, Twin Twisters. Everything they're bringing in against you except Magic Deflector,
It stops.
this is good against.
It's good.
So that card's busted. This card's really good too. You just kind of sit on it.
Yeah.
I don't ever like setting it. You just save it in your hand and eventually you'll find value. Trying to snipe a Barrage or something on your opponent's turn, especially if they're playing any like True Draco variant and they could just pop your stuff, set pop, because then you get into the mind game of I'm going to set a spell. As soon as I set a spell, you have to like immediately activate it.
Yeah.
That just feels like a bad spot to be in at all times. You don't ever want to be in that position. So I just always like to sit on this card. Every game going second. Doesn't matter, you just play Raigeki. You just need to break boards. I like these a lot going second. Still against Masterpiece decks. I played against like 4 pure true Draco decks. And like it's good going, like it's not good going first because you don't ever want to draw it.
Right.
But I want to have it as an option, like just because I need enough different ways to get rid of Masterpiece.
Sure.
But drawing this card going first is a miserable experience. And then just 3 Ash Blossoms.
Just good all around.
Going second. It's only meant for that. If you draw it, you draw it. If you don't draw it, you don't see too many other cards. And if you draw it out Demise, then whatever. At least you activated Demise. There's worse problems to have.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. Again, I'm glad Vegas is finally getting, we're starting to make some progress.
Did something.
Did something. All right, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Have a good one.